Welcome everyone to our PBA weekly channel where we talk about Ayurveda and how Ayurveda can help everyone in the daily health challenges, budget friendly. So today it's the episode 2 regarding keto diet and for whom it is, the definition, how it can help. And today it's a more practical session where Dr. Siddharth, who is also an Ayurvedic nutritionist, is going to give us some very valuable recipes on what to eat during those 9 or 15 days. So, Dr. Siddharth, what can we eat besides nuts? I cannot eat nuts every day for like 3 meals.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we have completed the basic concept of keto diet and keto therapy, and we have already
Yes.
finished the important benefits, positive health impacts of keto diet. Now we will go for some real recipes, which contains more fat, restricted carbohydrate, and moderate amount of protein. Because I will be giving you recipes for therapeutic keto diet and standard keto diet. So one of the very famous recipe as per Ayurveda, because ultimately, we should not forget that word Ayurveda because Ayurveda has already told about ketotherapy and
Oh, wow.
it is called as Snehana in Ayurveda. Snehana is nothing but it means fat.
Hmm.
So you are ultimately giving a person more fat and you're reaping its benefits. So that is what is called as Snehana. Because when we talk about Ayurveda, Snehana has been mentioned, ketotherapy and its benefits have already been mentioned, you know, years before. Because I don't want to, I don't know that to estimate the exact date when it got
Sure.
propagated. But since time immemorial, Ayurveda is there. Ayurveda existed since the existence of human beings. So they have already researched and revealed the possible positive health impacts of keto diet, that is Snehana. But when it comes to Ayurveda, the keto diet more focuses on therapeutic keto diet, that is medicated keto diet, because most of the herbs are processed in ghee, and that ghee is administered as the main
Ah, really?
treatment method. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yes,
hope you
no.
know this ghee.
Yes,
So they
sure.
are called as medicated ghees. So
Gritan,
what
right?
Yeah. So there
Yeah.
are a lot of medicated ghees anyway. So what our acharyas, what our Ayurvedic ancient saints have actually
Ayurvedic
recommend.
Socrates, right?
Yeah, yeah. So actually
Socrates.
what they have concluded is that, besides reaping the benefits of ketotherapy, you should also have the benefits of the herbs. So that's why they have processed the ghee,
Mm-hmm.
that is the main medium of ketotherapy, and they have processed that ghee with a lot of herbs to reap the benefits of herbs also.
Mm-hmm.
So alongside medical benefits, at the same time ketotherapeutic benefits, this is what they have mentioned. So one of the most important, very simple keto diet is nothing but take a glass of, that is 200 to 300 ml of warm milk, that is cow's milk. You add 2 teaspoons of we call it as native ghee, pure
Mm-hmm.
ghee into it, chill it well, and you have it. This serves as one of the best and simple keto diet.
So this is
This
for
is
my
one recipe.
breakfast or this is for my lunch?
No, this is like this. You can take it for your breakfast, or you can take it as a night drink before going to sleep.
Okay.
So what happens is when you are sleeping at night, most of your body activities will come to a, not all, but it will get reduced. So at that time, if you are taking your keto diet, it works in a perfect way. It works in
Mm-hmm.
a perfect way because it gets absorbed slowly and it gets completely absorbed because its half-life increases. And this is one of the very simple and beneficial keto diet. And the second is that when I talk about therapeutic keto diet, and specifically if you are interested in meat eating, because meat eating is not a crime, Carolina, because meat also contains a lot of good
Sure.
fatty acids which are required for our body. So what I prefer is those who are fish eaters, they can go for mackerels, salmon, and
Salmon.
sardines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have heard of these fishes. These fishes are very famous all over the world, and specifically in Western countries. So this should be taken in a portion, whether it is a sardine fish or whether it is a mackerel or whether it is a salmon. And always, keto diet, when we are practicing keto diet, it should be practiced only after an expert advice or expert's consultation. because portion is very, very important. You can't have, just by telling keto therapy, just by practicing keto therapy, you can't have 4 to 5 pieces of salmon and 4 to 5
No,
glasses of milk. That is not
I
healthy at
don't think
all.
you'll be able to digest it.
Yeah, that is not because people are there, when they are practicing keto diet without, proper monitoring or proper advice from an expert physician. They used to take 3 to 4 pieces of salmon, three to
Oh,
four pieces of sardine. Ultimately, they are not going to give you the benefits of keto therapy. They are going to act detrimental to your body. So that is not the case.
sure.
So depending on the prakriti as per Ayurveda, whether he's a Vata prakriti or whether he's a person of Kapha prakriti, a proper portion of keto diet should be given, should be administered only after experts consultation. So that is very important. So a dietitian's advice is necessary as well as an Ayurvedic doctor's advice is also necessary when you're going for Ayurvedic keto diet. And third is that, when you are taking keto diet, whether you are taking 3 portions of keto diet per day, it should always be complemented with fiber foods. So
Yes.
fiber foods are nothing but raw cabbage, okay, raw cabbage, or, raw cauliflower. You can have a little bit of cucumber in it, add with little pepper or
Yeah,
onion. So all these are nothing but fiber foods, which are nothing but raw vegetables. And it should also be complemented with spinach, green
sure.
leafy vegetables, we call it as.
Yeah.
Maybe green leafy vegetables contains more fibers. So fibers,
Okay, so
yeah,
let me be more practical because
yeah.
here we provide practical solutions for everyday problems. If I'd like to start for 9 days, I'm at home, my keto diet because I want to lose, I don't know, 5, 10 pounds. So for breakfast I have nuts and dry fruits, or but dry fruits have also sugar in them. So which dry fruits would you prefer? Not raisins, obviously, right?
No, 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 not raisins. So I prefer dry fruits like almond, pista, and cashew nuts. These three
Okay.
are very good. And there is another. It is also it is not a dry fruit anyway. It is very staple in there. It is called as groundnuts. You might have heard of groundnuts. So groundnuts can also be taken. So
Mm-hmm.
see, if you want to go for a portion, morning portions you can take, one omelette along with salads. That salads may contain,
Okay.
green gram, yeah, raw green gram, onion, and cucumber in it. And at 11:30, you can have one glass of milk. That's more than enough. 150 to 200 ml of milk with little ghee added in it if required.
Oh,
And
that's
at
very
afternoon,
that's delicious. Wow.
yeah, that's good. So these two actually, serves you the most of the fat which is required for your body. And when it comes to, afternoon food, you can have very, very minimal amount of rice, because minimum amount of rice contains very less carbohydrates, because we have to restrict our carbohydrate intake to 50 to 60 grams per day. So you can have only, very a pinch of rice, because I'm talking about Indian food. So if you go for European diets or westernized diets, they can have a sour, what do you call it, sour bread,
Or,
sour
or
bread.
a or a buckwheat, for instance. We have a lot of
Yeah,
different grains that are native to Europe, but we could have brown rice, for instance. Brown rice, it's lower on the
yeah.
glycemic index, right?
Yeah, brown rice has a low glycemic index, yeah, because it's not polished. So a pinch or a small bowl of raw rice, that is, brown rice, or they can have any sour breads, whatever it is, and along with little salad, and again, one egg or two eggs, or they can go for one small piece of fish, whether it is a salmon fish or a sardine, whatever it is. And evening, again, they can go for dry foods. They can have some 3 to 4 pieces of almonds, pista, and avocado. And
Hmm.
basically, we should not forget about fruits, which are, which provides fats. That is avocado. They can have one portion of avocado at evening. And before going to sleep at night time, they can have a very normal food which contains sprouts. And they should not have fish specifically at nights, even though it contains a lot of, fats in it. It serves you fat for the whole day, but you cannot go for fish at night times because it is highly contraindicated. And curds, no
Hmm.
to curds and fishes at night. So they can go for some normal food, whatever they are taking, with little sprouts and fibers.
So to summarize that what we have said so far is that the keto diet is also very popular as a tool for losing weight and for nutrition, and also as an using ghee as an apana, right? So it allows all the herbal super components to go deeply in our tissues. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you have told me, it changes my opinion about keto diet, because I thought that it's mostly bacon and eggs, the two items that I don't like very much. For 2 weeks, you
Yeah.
just swallow this, and for lunch you have steak. And you told me that you can have a great breakfast with omelette, with spinach, and then you can add a little bit of nuts, and then you, as a snack, or 11 o'clock, you can have milk with clarified butter, and then you can have wonderful lunch with salad, with avocado, with fish, and then for supper you can have I don't know, yogurt, for instance, full fat yogurt with fruit or something like this. What would you say?
No, no, you can have fruits, but say no to yogurt and fishes at night.
Okay.
They're not indicated as per Ayurveda, but you can have a very normal diet. You can have salads and you can have sprouts. What I mean to say is sprouts, sprouted
Yes,
green
bean
grams.
sprouts, exactly, very
Yeah, any
good.
sprouts, yeah, added with salads because it contains fibers as well as fats in it, essential fats. So this is what goes with the normal keto diet. So, but always, but what I suggest is whenever you are going for a keto diet, whenever you're planning for a keto diet, the portion should always be decided, and the ingredients should always be
Yes.
decided by a certified nutritionist or an Ayurvedic doctor. This is very, very important.
Sure, because this is not an opportunity to eat unlimited amounts of
Yeah.
fats and meats. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. What
Yes.
about a kappa person, that a person that naturally has a slow metabolism? How do they exercise more on the keto diet? Is it recommended, or what do they do? Or the portions are smaller for a kappa person
Yeah. Yeah. See,
with a
Kapha
slower
persons will have a lot of.
metabolism?
Yeah, yeah, you're right, right, Carolina. Yeah, because Kapha persons will have a lot of energy reserves in their body because they will be
Hmm.
little, stout and obese. So they can go for keto diet, but in very minimal quantities, very minimal quantities.
Okay.
But they
Do
should completely
do they
restrict
exercise
carbohydrate.
more, or is it recommended that they walk twice a day as opposed to once a day if they are on the keto diet, or not really?
Yeah, yeah, they can do the normal activities. But when keto diet is being administered or is being practiced, what I suggest is, as per my observation, you should avoid, strenuous exercises. But you can do your normal activities because you should not sleep, you should not be lazy, you should wake up early at morning. But strenuous exercises are always contraindicated because when your body is undergoing a drastic change, you can't, strain your body more and more because when your body is switching from glucose to fat metabolism, you will have a lot of fatigue inside. So if you start exercising more, what happens is you will feel more exhausted. That ultimately results in collapse. So that should not be the way it is.
So this is
Yeah.
actually not a diet to increase your energy levels. This is a diet to purify your body and to lose weight, right?
Yes. Very, very right. Very right. Briefly and
Okay.
crisply, lucidly explained by you. Completely therapeutic. Completely therapeutic.
Okay, and you were
Yeah.
talking about your personal experience and your professional experience. If you could tell us more about your patients and results that they achieved on this diet.
Yeah. Yeah, Kiran. See, I have a lot of stories to share, but I would like to share a very fascinating story. I was also amazed by seeing the results on the patient. This was just 2 years before when I approached a patient having type 2 diabetes. So she's already 20 years. She's already diagnosed with diabetes for 20
Wow,
years,
20
and
years
she's
old, so
taking
young.
some. Yeah, no, 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 no. She is suffering from diabetes for 20 years. She's
Ah,
age
okay.
60 because she got diagnosed of diabetes at the age of 40. That is a young age of 40, and she's
Okay.
suffering from diabetes for the past 20 years. And she's having all the complications of diabetes, and
Mm.
she's also undergoing insulin treatment. She's
Oh,
taking morning 10 units and evening 10 units along with other 3 to 4 anti-diabetic drugs, which is a combination of metformin, glimepiride, whatever it is.
yeah.
So this patient, when she approached me, I understood her condition. She's having a lot of diabetic complications like neuropathy. She's having pain all over the body, and her legs are also inflamed.
Mm.
Some vascular disorder that is a complication of type 2 diabetes. So I started administering this patient keto diet, and specifically therapeutic keto diet, that is medicated ghee. So when I started giving this keto diet for just for 3 4 days, and I have restricted her carbohydrate completely.
Wow, congratulations.
You won't believe this. You won't believe
Amazing.
this. Yeah. I completely stopped carbohydrate because that is not required for our body. Our
Yes,
body is not in a situation to take more carbohydrate. So completely that metabolism changes from glucose to fat metabolism.
yes.
She had fatigue, exhaustion, and complications, but at the same time, when I checked the fasting blood sugar on the fourth day morning, you won't believe it is just 140. Previously, it was more than 200. Even
Oh,
after taking medication, she had a FBS more than 200, and PPBS goes beyond 300 even after taking
wow.
medications. But just by administering this keto diet for 4 days, completely restricting carbohydrate, what has happened is I have seen this drastic result because our body has already changed from glucose to fat metabolism,
Sure.
and the excess fat is getting metabolized, excess glucose is getting metabolized, and she's having a FBS only 140 or 150 after 4 days. Then slowly what I told is she doesn't need she's not in need of insulin. I told her to stop insulin, but take medications,
Sure.
whatever the oral piece they're taking. And after 6 7 days, again it got reduced and it got stabilized. Then I did a panchakarma treatment, that is a comprehensive treatment. And she is now also in contact with me. She's not taking any diabetic, anti-diabetic medications. She's completely controlling. Her FBS is not more than 130 and PPBS doesn't go more than 150. She's
Wonderful.
completely all
That
right
is
now, and
amazing. That
she's
is wow.
yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I prepared a
Okay,
very
sorry.
fascinating case study of that patient, and she's still in touch with me. She's exercising, she has improved her muscle mass, and she's following my diet. That is very important. She's following my diet and no medications. So this is
Wow.
something amazing. This amazed me when I also was not much aware about the positive effects of ketogenic diet, but some of it proved ultimately beneficial in specifically metabolic disorders.
Sure. Sure. And cancer, right? As you said in our previous yes
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, cancer.
Okay.
But the thing is that
Any
yeah.
of your favorite recipes for keto diet beside omelets and beside the fish, grilled fish, and salads and nuts? Something else?
Yeah. I'll tell you one. See, one simple and economical. That is very simple. Keto diet is nothing but warm milk, one glass of warm milk with little ghee. Otherwise, what you can do, you can take a bowl of green grams. What do you call
Mhm.
the green grams? You can soak it in water overnight. So it should not have sprouts. Sprouts should not come, but it should be a little bit, soaked green grams. What we call it. It becomes a little swollen in nature. So you have to boil it by adding 3 to 4 teaspoons of ghee. So this serves as one of the best keto diet for you.
Ah,
Best keto
thank
diet.
you for
Very
sharing.
simple keto diet. 2 to 3 teaspoons of ghee and soak the green gram. You have to boil it. You have to have it with little pinch of
Wonderful.
salt if required. This is the best keto diet.
Dr. Siddhartha, the way you are talking about the diet and your success stories, I want to sign up for a consultation with you. How do I do that?
Sure. You're always welcome, Carolina. See,
Thank
sign up
you.
for the consultation. We are having specialized consultation too. So those who are suffering from these type of metabolic disorders can definitely approach us and they can reap the entire benefits of keto diet.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Really great. Okay, good. Just comparing to other diets, is there any comparative diet that is good for diabetic, for type 2 diabetics or obese people, or this is it?
This is it. This is it. Because see, keto diet we can't practice for a long period of time. But ultimately, if they are restricting their carbohydrate intake and they can have moderate amount of proteins in their diet, definitely they don't have to depend much on insulin. Their insulin requirements will get reduced. They can also reduce their HbA1c level very quickly. So diet is a main component when it comes to metabolic disorders like
Sure,
type 2 diabetes, obesity. So
sure.
the restricting carbohydrate, that's it. And you have to increase the calories from protein and fat. But you can't go for a therapeutic keto diet for a longer period of time, but you can go for standard keto diet because it is recommended for a longer period of time.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Dr. Siddhartha. This was very educational and extremely interesting. So let's see you next week, and please sign up to Pure Bliss Akram channel, and please visit our website, PBA. If you want to talk to Dr. Siddhartha, we have a 15-minute consultation, and right now we have a promotion, so it's gratis. And this is something that is really useful for everyone.
Yeah.
And
So I see. So I'm also, suggesting people who are suffering from diabetes or any metabolic disorder, they can reap their complete benefits of keto diet.
Okay. Thank you. It was wonderful.
Welcome.
I look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah. See you in the next session with a very interesting topic, Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. Take care.